Hey everybody, it's Chris Johnstone here, and this is our aggregator optimization blueprint. A little bit of a mouthful here. The whole purpose is showing you, now that you know how to rank your business locally in a marketplace, in that 3-pack, and go after the highest converting or the highest quality traffic online with those ratings, reviews, and testimonials. Now we're going to take you to the second level of purchase traffic. So this traffic is essentially the second highest quality traffic that you can get from somebody that has purchase intent. Now, if you haven't seen the first module that we put out where we talk about that triangle about purchase intent, definitely go back and watch that training. This is going to fill in the second tier of the top of your traffic pyramid. So basically, after somebody goes to Google, that is your highest intent purchase traffic. They've gone to Google, they've typed in mortgage lender or specifically what it is that they want to buy, right? After they go to the front page of Google and they check out that map and they look at the ratings and reviews, they may look further down in the regular search traffic to see if there's just any other options that kind of stand out. And these are where the aggregators lie. So normally these are Zillow and Yelp, Angie's List, 3Best Rated, all those sites out there. So what you need to do is you need to reverse engineer your market to find your main opportunity and then think about tracking ahead of time, because you want to be able to tell how many leads are coming from Google, how many leads are coming from Zillow, how many leads are coming from Yelp, and whether you internally just have the people that answer the phones track that, or if it's you tracking those calls as they come in, asking people where they found you from, or potentially just putting call tracking numbers on each of the different profiles so that when you get a phone call, you can just look at your reports and see where that traffic came from. We use a simple Excel tracking spreadsheet here in our business. So I just wanted to make sure that you have that ahead of time. Now, the other thing that I'd like you to do here is to reverse engineer your marketplace. So what I'm going to do is use the Dallas marketplace here. So we're just going to go Dallas mortgage lender. I'm going to type that into Google. Now I have to type Dallas in order to get the map to come up so that it knows I'm looking at that specific marketplace. But people in Dallas aren't going to type in Dallas. They're just going to type in mortgage lender. So you're going to look at this map, and again, another little piece of information that's going to help you do a better job than your competitor. When you type mortgage lender in and you're at your office, the likelihood of you coming up in this 3-pack is very, very high because you are in the physical location of the business. That doesn't mean that you're actually ranking and getting traffic. So if you do this search for mortgage lender and you see yourself on the 3-pack, but you're not getting phone calls, you're not actually ranking. You're just ranking on your particular computer or cell phone because you're in the physical location. If you drive 2 blocks down the road, you won't show up in that search, right? So that's just important to kind of wrap your head around when you look at this. So this is where you want to be ranked. And again, Texas Lending and Southwest Funding have both done a really good job. They're probably getting the majority of the phone calls off Google right now with 175 reviews and 91. Now, if somebody calls both of those businesses and they're not, thrilled with the answer, they'll probably give Mark a call and they're going to check out these aggregators down here. Now, this is awesome because this is different in every single marketplace. So here in Dallas, we've got Yelp first, and then Zillow, and then a loan officer's website, a Google Plus, another loan officer, Bank of America, and then into the ads down here. So in Dallas, when you look at the aggregators, Yelp should be your primary focus, and Zillow should be your secondary focus, because if you can rank your business very high inside Yelp and inside Zillow, when somebody sees you in the 3-pack and says, okay, I'm just going to check some other options, they look at Yelp and they see you ranked there with ratings and reviews, and they see you ranked on Zillow with the ratings and reviews, you are by far the obvious authority in the local marketplace, and you will generate leads not only from Google, but also from Yelp and also from Zillow. Some cases, we'll see a bump in calls, which are leading to funded loans, increasing anywhere from 30 to 40% when this strategy is implemented properly. So this is definitely valuable for you. Now, what I want to do is just show you some other marketplaces. So we'll do San Diego and do a search for San Diego mortgage lender. Again, you can see the map changes. There's Global Mortgage and Benchmark Mortgage. And then you can see here Yelp, Zillow, Yelp, Angie's List, xsitesnetwork.com, which is like a lender rating service. So look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 with expertise. 6, the top 6 rankings on Google, none of them are an individual loan officer. They're all these aggregator sites. So again, this is just helping you pick up that extra traffic that may be skipping over the 3-pack after they call using that service. Now, for all of our Canadian people here, we want to keep this relevant. So we'll look at Toronto, and rather than mortgage lender, the languaging in Canada a little bit different. So we're going to type in Toronto mortgage broker, pick one of the major marketplaces right there. You can see the 3-pack shows up here at the top, and we've got RateHub, mortgages.ca, and here's Yelp right here, thestar.com, which I would definitely go and leave a comment on with the phone number in that ranking that's showing up there. And looks like that's it in the Canadian market. Very soon, you're going to see 3 best rated pop up on this list. So make sure that you're out there on Yelp and getting listed in Yelp, okay? So now that we've got that, let's pop back in here and go through your actual optimization. So how do you optimize yourself on these services in order to rank properly? Well, on Zillow, the number of reviews matter. So the number of reviews on your profile are directly going to impact where you show up in that search rankings and the activity on your profile specifically. So when you log in, it's essentially like getting a point. So if you're logging in, you're leaving reviews for other users, and you're also interacting with other users on that network, that's going to help you to increase your ranking. Now, one of the things about Zillow is that the content of the reviews matter, and they actually look for and highlight the keywords mortgage lender in the US and mortgage broker in Canada. So you've got to make sure that when somebody leaves you a rating and review, as best you can, get them to use the word mortgage lender or use the word mortgage broker so that they can highlight that and use that to move you up the rankings. You want to make sure that you optimize your About Me profile. And in your profile on your Zillow account, hyperlink your main keywords from your profile or your About Me to your website. So in your description, you can say, you know, I'm Chris Johnstone and I'm a mortgage lender from, and then put the hyperlink to your website so that people can click from your Zillow profile direct to your website. Now, what's going to happen there, you're not going to get a whole lot of traffic that does that, but Google's then able to see that backlink from Zillow to your website. It's going to help your website rankings, and it's also going to help your Zillow profile because they look at your website and you're already doing a good job optimizing your website because of the previous training that we've taken here together, right? Makes sense. Make sure you link to your website from your profile as well as your About Me page, and then advanced, build local authority links to your Zillow profile. So let me show you exactly how that works. Actually, this is a great way to show how this works. So we've done this search for Toronto mortgage broker, right? And you saw right here in these search results, this 5th one down, the pros and cons of using a mortgage broker. So what Google is telling us is that this article from this newspaper is a very relevant source of information that's high quality for people in this local marketplace. So Google's saying, hey, people that are looking for a mortgage broker are probably going to want to read this article from thestar.com. So this is a very relevant, localized, very high quality backlink. Now what you want to do is go down to the bottom and you are going to see, hold on here, a little comments section. Give me a second here. Of course, we're doing this live, right? Facebook, Twitter. Okay, so it doesn't look like they have comments set up on this particular article for some reason. So what I would do is potentially reach out for a reprint or license where you could post this on your website and link back to thestar.com, or share it on social media and in the link put a link back to your website specifically. Now, what we were looking for is this comment section down at the bottom. Most of these articles have a comment section where you can leave a comment and then leave a link back to your Zillow profile, right? So in that Zillow profile, they're then seeing a link from thestar.com to your Zillow profile, and it's going to help you move up the rankings on Zillow. Our next service is Yelp. Again, the number of reviews matter. Check your categories, make sure that you're in the mortgage broker and the mortgage lender category. Again, the content of the reviews matter. So they look for the keyword mortgage lender or mortgage broker. Make sure that you have those in the ratings and reviews. Response times matter a lot on Yelp, and businesses that are active with their customers and engaging with them as they leave comments on their profiles, we're seeing a marked increase in those services increasing in the rankings. So have your friends log onto their Yelp profile, send you a message while you're expecting it, and respond back to them in real time. And eventually consumers are going to start following that path and you can communicate with them. But for the first little bit, we're just going to kickstart it, get it optimized, and make sure that you are aware that your friends are going to be there and messaging you, and you're able to respond right back. Yelp gives you the opportunity to create a deal within your profile, and all of us can brainstorm out something special we can do for our clients to be able to create a deal on Yelp. And that just helps your profile stand out and gives you a little bit more space, essentially, on your profile, so it stands out a little bit better. Other than that, our final strategy is to run ads on Google, but to just target Yelp and Zillow. So check this out. When you go on to Google AdWords, and let me get this loaded up for you just to save your time. One sec. So I think you're absolutely gonna love this. This is, advertising arbitrage, somewhat at its finest. So what you're gonna do is go to adwords.google.com, click on a new campaign. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to run an ad on the display network. And this isn't the search network. So search network is when somebody goes to Google and types in a keyword, and then you are one of those businesses that shows up in the for at the top. The display network is actually showing your advertisements on websites that Google has an arrangement with to show banner ads and text-based ads on those websites. It's a great way for you to get traffic from Zillow and from Yelp and from those other search engines by actually running ads where your customers' eyeballs are. So these high quality purchase intent customers, you can show ads to them on your competitors' websites. Let's take Kijiji for example, right? So if you go to Kijiji.com, and again, this is more of a Canadian example, but it's just to show you. So this ad right here on the right-hand side is served by Google on Kijiji's website. When somebody clicks on that ad, Google takes the majority of the profit, but they share a certain percentage of that click revenue back with Kijiji. So I believe it's over 80% of the websites online that run banner advertisements run them through this content network or display network, excuse me, on Google. So it's a fantastic source of very high quality traffic. And what we're going to do is drill down through the display network to just show our ads on a very, very select few websites so that we're pulling the highest quality leads and phone calls into the business. So you're going to click on display network and then turn off the advertising goals. Then punch in your business's website, right? I'm going to use connectionincorporated.com. Obviously, you put your business website in there. Then you're going to name your campaign and then select the locations that you want to advertise in. So we'll put in here the United States as a country. We're going to click on target. And then obviously you can be as geo-specific as you want so that your ads will only show up for traffic that are browsing the website in your targeted location. It doesn't have to be countrywide. You can, select this right down to the city that you're in. Then you select the language of the people that are doing the searching or the search engine that they're using. Bidding, you can use manual CPC, that's fine, and then you set your daily budget. Google will never spend more than what you put in here. There may be a 10% variable up or down either day. But over a monthly period, it basically comes out bang on. Then you create your ad group name. So this is based on, whether you're looking at first-time buyers or whoever it is that you're targeting with this campaign. And then skip over the audiences and skip over the demographics. And we're going to go down here to content targeting. And you're going to click on that button and then click on placements. So rather than keywords or topics, we're only going to show ads on specific websites. So then underneath our targeted placements, you just type in the website that you want to show your ads on. So in here, we'll put Zillow.com. It'll go out, it'll do this search, and it will find that website. Same thing with Yelp. And the other thing that you can do is you can do a keyword search for targeted placements and find all of the websites in your local marketplace that match up, that allow you to run ads on their network. So hold on here. So there we go. We've got Zillow.com. There's roughly across America 110 million views that we have the ability to get in front of, but obviously that's going to dwindle down when you select your specific marketplace. So all you do is write out the websites in your local marketplace where you want your ads to show on their website. Add your bid, 30 cents per click or less should be plenty to get you into that advertising network. And then you just write an ad. Traditionally, these are going to be based on, get a free calculator, get today's rates, get a free consultation. Again, all those value-added things that we've put into our profiles before, you're going to add that into your advertisement here, and then just click on Create Campaign. And you have a campaign that's incredibly well targeted just to the traffic in your marketplace that really does have that purchase intent. So that is our aggregator blueprint condensed down for today's lesson. And if you'd like a free marketing analysis and a ranking plan for your specific business, well, I'll walk you through, okay, here's your 3 competitors, here's how to outrank them, here's how to get in the 3-pack in your local marketplace if that opportunity is still available, how to get on the aggregators, and then, potentially talking about the larger scale goals in your business, whether, Facebook advertising is a good fit for you, and landing pages and follow-up CRMs and all that wonderful stuff. What I'll do is either myself or one of the people at Connection Incorporated will sit down with you and actually walk through a marketing plan and make sure that you've actually got a process in place that is able to reach the goals that you've set in your business. We launch, we can take a look at a marketing plan and very quickly know whether or not you're going to get to where you want to go using the strategies that you're planning on using, and we can then either say that's great, go ahead and do it, or hey, we need to shift this and model this a little bit better so that you can get a better result. And again, that's 100% free, and we do that just to help the community out, but also to potentially find customers for our business. Because if we sit down and we say, okay, we know we can absolutely help you reach that goal, and here's what we can do in order to make that happen, and then if it's a good fit, we can just talk about it. It's very low pressure. And the analysis is incredible. You really do walk away with a blueprint for you to use for the marketing in your business. And to claim that, just go to connectionincorporated.com/analysis. This is Chris Johnstone. Hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.